Hello everyone, and welcome back to Cruisnick Sanctuary, Final Fantasy XIV, and the newest patch, patch 6.4, The Dark Throne. Cruisnick X here, along with Arya Stormborn.
Bitches need to get off my throne.
So, you're probably noticing that my character looks a fair bit different to what I usually wear. This is my alt, Senryo Kogane. Now, in between the last episode and the time of this recording, see, what had happened was OBS somehow messed up on me. And as such, we missed a small bit of footage in between the last episode and the next episode that you will most likely watch. As such, and because of the fact that we couldn't, stop the quest because it was main scenario, I had to, unfortunately, blaze through the entirety of the Endwalker storyline on an alt, aka Senryo, who just happens to also be a gunbreaker. So, in order to cover what we missed, we have filmed episode, what is this, 162, I believe? Hold up a sec, I need to check just so I'm not messing up my filing systems. Highlight. Yeah, we have recorded this episode 171, which is the quest. Well, we'll get to that in a minute. Anywhoozy, the story so far. Our plan to return to the 13th, aka the Void, has yielded fruit in the form of a new plan where we will open a huge portal on the moon. Huge. Just gigantic. Like, so big.
What?
Pretty big. Anywhoozy. Doesn't even give me time, folks. Anywhoozy, so we are currently getting ready to set up this plan. So we're going to talk to Urianger and start part one of the quest, going ham. Let's just get right to it.
Baked? Covered in brown sugar and pineapple?
Oh, got it, please. Enough with the bad puns.
Okay, let's get to making bacon.
Let's just get on with it. One and all already, then let us set forth our preparations to complete. If I may, I beg a moment to change this vessel for its grown counterpart. It is in the keeping of alchemists of the High Crucible. Of course, we shall accompany thee thither, and thence begin our journey. Alright, first we'll go to Radzahan, and I just noticed that Senryo sold something before while I was leveling up everything and blazing through this. I did end up finding stuff that I could sell at very cheap prices. Ooh, I sold 4 items. Cool. At least that replenishes the gil that I blew on gear for Senryo. Alright. So, those few lines and this cutscene coming up are all that we missed from where we skipped in terms of part 2, which you'll see in a bit. Let's talk to Urianger. My apologies for the delay. Aye, that is a striking simulacrum indeed. Well suited to the work ahead, I doubt not. Allow me to explain Y'shtola's plan in greater detail. Let's do this. As you know, we seek to open a void gate in Mare Lamentorum, that we might gain direct passage to the moon of the 13th. Whilst our comrades labor upon the moon, we must needs accomplish two tasks. The first is the procurement of a substantial quantity of ether and subsequent delivery of it onto the Tower of Babel. Said structure was once used to siphon the land's essence by way of the Telophoroi spires. Such a method, however, doth pose an unacceptable risk to the greater ethereal balance of our world. Thus, must we seek an alternative means of conveying our requisite resource. Our second task doth pertain to the use of the Tower of Babel itself. You may recall that this portal unto the moon was placed under the supervision of the Ilsabard contingent. If we would employ it to different ends, we must first obtain the contingent's express permission. I should like to believe they would not refuse us, so perhaps we should concern ourselves with the ether problem first. Have you any idea whence we might source the vast quantity needed? Aye, the likely location doth come to mind. Let us make for the airship landing. There I shall reveal more. Wow, I honestly thought this was gonna be No, I honestly thought this was gonna take a little longer because I thought that cutscene was gonna take longer because after that in part 2 we go straight to the airship. Well, just goes to show. Well, that's part 1 of Going Ham. And that's it for this episode. If you're watching on Twitch, stay tuned for more. But if you haven't done it yet, hit that follow button and turn on notifications so you're well informed. If you're watching on YouTube and you like this video, click the like button below and leave a comment. Subscribe by clicking here and click the bell icon for notifications. Click here to watch more, click here to watch the full Endwalker playlist, and click here to watch the next episode when it comes out. We'll see you on Chris Valentine.